Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the Web3 Education Investment. And today in this video, I'm going to talk about the impermanent nodes, and also I will do a demo. I implemented a bot, and that will help you to calculate the nodes. So the impermanent nodes is different than the permanent nodes. So it's impermanent. That means it may not be a node. It could be just zero nodes, for example, right? So it's impermanent. And how it comes, like what happened, why you have these impermanent nodes. And so normally it happened not in the Web3 when you do the liquidity staking or liquidity mining. So that's related to the concept called DEX, so the Decentralized Exchange. And so you could imagine, like now, if you have two different assets, like you have different currencies, if you want to exchange them, you can go to the bank. So bank is a centralized exchange. The decentralized exchange is a little bit different. So it's nobody can control that. I mean, like in the bank, if they don't want to serve you, then they can just reject. But the DEX is just everyone can participate, and nobody can control that. Nobody just there's no single person who will control the DEX. Like everyone have their freedom to exchange whatever they want. However, this DEX we need the liquidity at the beginning, because if the DEX is there, there's no money there, like there's no assets. How can you exchange? And so people will put their liquidity. Normally the liquidity would be two assets. They come in pairs. So that's liquidity, the pair. And everyone can contribute that. You and me, we can all contribute. And so now let's say like I put in total I have $1,000. So I have to get half of them, 500, to get one asset, and another 500 to have another asset. And this money, like the DEX, they will make sure they have the algorithm to make sure the value of these two assets is the same. So they will keep that. And so now you have $500. The first asset, let's say it's a dot, it's a polka dot. The second asset is USDC. So USDC is just the same as USD, it's a stable coin. And so if you have these two, you can calculate. If I know the price of the dot, right? So if I know the price of the dot is $20 now, then you can calculate you will actually contribute 25 dot. The first asset is a 25 dot. The second asset is 500 USDC. So if the price is $20, then you have this 25 dot and 500 USDC. You put it, you contribute to the liquidity, the overall liquidity of the DEX. And let's say like if the DEX, like more people contribute, if the overall they have 250 dot and 5,000 USDC, then you will have like 10% of the overall liquidity, right? And then they are going to earn some transaction fees. Then you will earn 10% of those transaction fee. So which looks good, like everything works well until now. But there's a problem. There's a problem. The problem is now your dot, actually the price of the dot can be changed. So let's say like next week, the dot of the price of the dot is $50. So it's actually changed. It's increased. So we still need to, the DEX still need to keep the ratio. So they will make sure half of the value would be the dot, half of the value will be USDC. So they have to change that. Your original contribution, 25 dot, 500 USDC. They are going to sell some of the dot and get more USDC for you. So the total value of the dot and the USDC would be keep the same. Okay, and so you are going to have less than 25 dots ultimately. When the dots price increase, you are going to sell the dots to keep it the same. The value will be the same. So those called automated market maker like Uniswap, they did this kind of things. They have a K equal X times Y. That's kind of the formula they used. X is the total number of asset A, Y is the number of asset B. So in our case, it's like 25. X is 25, Y is 500. So they have this K, and they will try to keep that K. So if there's no other people contribute to the DEX, then normally they will keep the K. So they will keep the ratio. So make sure you have the same value of dot and also same value of dot and the USDC. So the value will be changed based on their formula. So finally, you will get, if the price of dot is 50, you will get 15.8 dot now. And that dot, if you multiply 50, it's the same as 790 USDC. So now you have two assets, their value is still the same. So they will make sure it's the same. So, which is okay. Now you will just it's same like you sell some of your dot and then get more USDC now, and then those two assets, it's half and half, right? So now you can calculate your current value now. So the current value when you withdraw this LP, and I say, okay, I don't want to be in the DEX anymore. I want to get it back. So you are going to get 15.8 dot and 790 USDC. So when you get it back, the value, if you convert it back to US dollar, then it's 15.8 times the current price is 50 plus 790. So that's going to be $1,580. So you might be happy actually, because originally you have contributed $1,000. Now you get more than 50%, right? So it's a huge gain. However, there is still a loss. That loss called impermanent loss. So what is a loss? The loss is at the beginning, if you don't provide the liquidity, if you don't provide the liquidity pair, then you will have 25 dot, and also you have 500 USDC. So now the price of dot is 50. Then what's your current value? Total value is 25 times 50 plus 500 times 1, right? So that's going to be $1,750. So now you will see there's a difference. So the difference is actually the loss when you participate and do the liquidity pair staking. So if you don't do that, you are going to earn actually more. So this is the impermanent loss. So I just show you the example and how it comes when you do the liquidity pair staking. So now with this loss, how to avoid them and how to calculate that. So this just give you an example, but I do have a dot. I do have a bot I just implemented today, and then that can help you to do those things. Now I'm going to demo that. And so this bot is on Discord. So if you simply type the command impermanent loss calculator, it will send you the message, and you need to put 4 numbers. That's original price of token 1, original price of token 2. Let's say the dot, we have 20. USDC is $1. And then the future price of that dot is 50. And the USDC is still $1. So if you do that, it's going to calculate that, and your impermanent loss is around like 9.6%. So you do have a loss right now if you do that, and it's going to give you some simple explanation, and then you can try different numbers. So let's say you, if the price change or not, let's say like it's 20. And then the first asset increase, the second asset decrease. Let's make it 0.5. You will see a big loss now. It's 25%. So normally when the two assets, if they keep the same ratio, so for example, it's 20 versus 1, right? If I multiply by 2, it's 40, and this is also 2. You will get impermanent knots. So if they increase the same rate or decrease the same rate, whether you put that in pair or you just hold both of them separately, it's going to be the same. But the impermanent knots will be big when these two assets, one increase, another one decrease. They go to different direction, then you are going to lose a knot. So that's something you need to be careful. So this bot I hope will be useful. So I would be happy to get any feedback from any of you. And so overall, in this video, I just talked about the impermanent knots, this concept. And please subscribe if you don't want to miss any future videos. And thanks for watching.